Hello and welcome to an impromptu 500 gem tournament for the Underworld. And with me I have Fusion, just like yesterday.
What's up, guys?
So let's see who we'll find queuing up early on. We'll just grab someone who queues fast here and take it from there. We'll try it for some diversity, but we'll always have someone who is party time 44, who will get featured more than necessary.
All right.
And the party time is leaking quite a bit early on. That looks like. Could it be a
So,
bait deck versus Hog Pekka perhaps?
yeah.
It's starting to look like it. The Ray Pekka might be playing a minor deck as well, but
Oh,
we'll see. Yeah, now I don't know what he's playing with to make. That's a lot of damage though.
that's an interesting deck that Party Time's playing.
Yeah, so he's playing the bait version with the Hog. I used to play that quite a bit.
Wasn't that
He's
like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, that was 2 minutes ago. It's a fun deck. He's playing the Minion Horde version, which I try to avoid in general. I find that Minion Horde can be a very good way to end up behind. There's so many things that trade into it well.
Just like a arrows or zap basically takes it out.
Yeah, or just take it for a walk with a couple of skeletons and add a nice spirit, and they're all dead basically. Yeah, but in a bait deck it might make sense because if you can have them use arrows and that stuff on other stuff, they might be safe. But yeah, it's risky. A lot of the time, I don't think I would have the courage to play it. They would just sit in hand as a dead card.
It's basically a wasted card.
Yeah, but often you see even in high end play there is one card which you just carry along like a rocket or something. In some matchups you just don't have use for it and you do well anyway. It's You can carry a card just to cover a weakness. Um, but sometimes if you end up with like two dead cards, if you can't use your log and your rocket or something like that, then it might be really detrimental. Oh, and this is uh, something we'll see
Oh,
more and
Mega
more
Knight.
of,
I
I
was I
think.
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, well, we as soon as we saw the pump, we kind of knew it was a golem, but
GG.
wasn't sure about the Mega Knight, whom I still want to call a Mountain King for some reason. I don't know why. Just it's a big thing. I don't know. It feels like a Mountain King to me. Let's see if we have someone who's just starting to queue. We are not. Uh, there, Mad King.
What number?
No, he just finished. The the game.
Number
You
two
fooled
just
me.
started the match. Number two just started the match if you want to watch that.
Yeah, let's go with that. Then. We've already seen him once, but can see him again. No, we haven't seen him once. No, right. LP Fuller from Underbelly versus Andrew, and we see yet another bait deck. And here's the hog deck, and it's gonna be the Pekka one, I think. We'll see how that goes. I haven't played the Pekka version enough to say which one is the favorite here. It looks like bait would do quite well against this, but
It should.
there is kind of a bunch of semi-good responses for the barrel. I mean, the wizard does okay, the bat does okay, especially if they juke it, and the log missed everything there. and then you have the log, of course. So you'll take damage, but you can make it less. Like with the bats here, you don't take that much
Yeah,
damage. So
only like 150.
so
Not
as
bad.
as long as you can get around the Inferno Tower, you should be fine here. The P.E.K.K.A is more or less pointless though. Speaking of dead cards, but we'll see how it goes. Also, something I struggled with when I tried this deck is whenever I play a balloon, I just fail.
Oh, to place the Inferno Tower.
No, with the P.E.K.K.A deck. Uh,
Uh,
I'm so used to having the tornado and the executioner, so, so I'm used to having multiple responses for a balloon, and all of a sudden I don't, and I'm clueless. See a log here? No, I didn't have it.
he has a pretty good lead here. Should
Oh
be able to
yeah,
close it out.
as long as it doesn't fail miserably or and misses a log or something, I don't think it can do enough damage during the span of time that's remaining.
Andrew's playing like I did yesterday, just stone a straight barrel every time.
Yeah, and that's fine if you know he doesn't have the log in hand, but if he has the log in hand, that is pointless. It's a negative trade. It kind of makes sense if you know you can outcycle him, but if you have about the same cycle cost, which is about right in this instance, he's even having a slightly more expensive cycle. Almost, no, it's about the same, right? 6, 7 versus 8. 9. Yeah. He even has a higher cycle cost, and there's no real use in placing the barrels straight on top of the tower, or at least mix it up. So yeah. Former Brave, perhaps?
What
He's
number is he?
losing like 4 or 5 or something. I don't know. It was fairly close at the top.
All right.
He is behind, but he seems to have an elixir lead. And he's playing Beppo from Undertake, and that's another hog deck. Doesn't seem to be the P.E.K.K.A variant though, or it could be still.
See how he deals with his bats. Solid counter.
Yeah, although those
That
were
zap. If he,
those were level 8 bats. Yeah.
that's my problem as well. I didn't upgrade bats at all until they got that balance update. So
Yeah,
I'm still trying to keep it up.
but as long as you have the cards, it's just the gold anyway. So that shouldn't take that long. This looks
No,
like it will be hard to defend.
those bats.
Yeah, it's interesting that former form have started actually to use somewhat sensible cards along with this golem. He tends to use creative stuff, but this was more straightforward.
Yeah.
Playing it safe and taking the win. Let's see if we have someone's Mad King, perhaps. Oh, he's just finishing. Let's try and catch him now then.
Next time.
Let's see if he queues up again. Yep, there he goes.
Yeah.
Let's see what he plays. I don't actually remember what he usually plays. It's been a while since I saw him play. And we see another bait
So
deck. How unexpected. I am shocked.
seems like we've seen that every match so far.
Uh-huh. And when you asked me before the stream which decks I thought we were gonna see, I said bait.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's the other one, minor
That's the other one
poison.
I was speaking about, minor poison control. Yep. Yeah, so far we've seen more bait than the miner. I thought we would see more bait for sure, but still a few miners. But this is the first one.
Log and arrows.
Yeah, that. Ah, this is actually a mortar miner, and that's the version you played, right? The
No,
the Mega Knight.
I I had Inferno Dragon in mind.
Yeah, that's true, but
He still has two more cards though, so
kind of similar so far. Yeah, he's running double spell instead of the Inferno. He might have the Inferno Dragon instead of the Inferno Tower though. That's still viable, but it's closer to your deck. Although
it's
you only run one spell, right?
only zap, no
Yeah,
heavy spell.
that's I feel
That's a
I
bit
would do
risky.
something like this instead. Mitigated the damage there.
See how he deals with his mortar.
And the knight. Oh, I think they placed his own knight a bit early there because this will happen. Wow,
I'm
the
interested to see
minion
what his
horde is
last
really
card is.
doing work though. Yeah, that takes out the princess, but it doesn't do any damage on its own. So he opted to
Oh,
do that. Yeah, he can do that since he has two responses. That would be hard to cycle past. That won't do
so
much.
he opted for tower over the dragon.
Yeah. Uh, this safer choice perhaps. Less flexible, but more damage and actually pulls tanks.
Yeah, sometimes I have to just place a card just to distract it
Hmm.
so it doesn't get any hits on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get the counter push with it,
Wow,
so.
that was a lot of damage. And that's that. One mistake.
Oh!
And there comes the log. That was a good try.
GG. That was
Uh,
a good match.
he seemed to have control of it for a good while there, but one slip up. Let's go with. Is there anyone you want to watch?
I want to watch Madik and Kid Cabina.
Okay, let's go with Kid Gambino there. Yeah, and we see Bait versus Minor.
What a
Surprise!
surprise.
Yeah, there is a lot of Bait decks right now.
There's a couple people in Carnage trying to pick up minor control right now.
Yeah, yeah, I like Mana Control. I'm decent, not good with it. When yeah. It's also interesting deck because you always play right at the edge. One misjudgment and you just lose.
Yeah.
And I normally tend to do that. I have a tendency to always play from behind. I don't know why. The bait deck we actually don't need to worry about. We already know that's a rocket. If there is if it's anything but a rocket, I will be shocked. Yeah, took some damage. It's fairly close, as it tend to be in these. We'll
Minor
see.
control should have the edge here, but
Oh, he misplaced the miner a little bit. The misplacement there was the miner was in the middle square of the tower on to the side, and that makes it so the opposite princess tower can reach. But if you play it in the
can he
corners,
rocket that
you
fast
can't.
enough? He should.
Yeah, I should.
Oh,
But the poison ticks away. Was close. Yeah, so you have to be careful with placing the miner to the side there, because if you hit the middle square, it actually gets shot at by both towers, and you want to avoid that. Simple?
12 outright
Simple,
virus just started one.
simple, just finished. 12 outright fires. Yeah,
Or
okay.
11 now.
Yeah, he didn't just start though. The countdown
It's,
is actually defective.
yeah, the countdown started on mine, so I don't know what that's about.
No, it's always like that. It tends to bug a lot and often. Yeah. So that should be a lightning as soon as he cycles to it. If we can hold it until then. Might not. Yeah, that
We
saved it.
should be able to.
And here comes the lightning. Yes. Yeah, the countdown sometimes when you scroll down, eh, all the games loads for you
They
for some
all
reason.
count down at once.
And
Yeah, there
then
was a group of like 4 or 5 starting.
yeah, Thomas versus I got nerfed. Ooh,
Alright.
I caught those. And we'll see what this is.
Some minor poison again. You think this is the P.E.K.K.A version?
Yeah, it looks like it. And Tomas is playing a deck we don't see that often any longer. The Princess Hog Mini P.E.K.K.A. It's a good deck. I like it. Let's see if he hits here. Yep, well placed rocket. And see, there's the P.E.K.K.A. We're still missing the miner though.
What's the last card in Tomas's deck?
Mm, bats, yeah.
Bats. It's gonna be a bit hard to deal with that P.E.K.K.A.
Mm, can do some damage here.
He
Oh,
did
it's
pretty
a
good.
graveyard, not a miner. That's why there wasn't a miner. Makes more sense now. Should
Yeah, that would make a
uh,
ton of sense.
should have read that. Didn't. I should have.
I haven't seen Graveyard like at all since the balance update.
No, it's still usable. It's not as trustworthy as it used to be. That's for sure. Um, it was a meta card for so long though.
I got it out of a legendary chest like a couple days right after balance update.
Bad timing. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be hard for the hog deck. The hog deck needs to do damage right away. And that's just gonna be one hit.
This one should be all wrapped up.
Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to cycle one more time. And especially with the other tower being low as well. Hit is done. Oh, he'll take the tower, but at what cost? Got a crown, but that's it. Let's see. Is there anyone we want to watch? There's a lot of people not queuing.
I
We
kind of want to watch Hat Charger, but he's not battling right now.
no, he isn't. Now every game is loading for me.
Yeah, that was the same for me.
Yeah, that happens. Let's just go with I got nerfed again then. Versus
All right.
Riley from Under Mayhem. At least we haven't seen Riley yet. Oh, that looks like a Three Muskie then, I guess.
I'd like to see how this one turns out.
Or perhaps not. We'll see if
See a couple more cards.
actually a Three Muskie. No, it isn't. It's a Hog Battle Ram. Huh. Hog Battle Ram
Bowler too.
Bowler? Um, okay. And the average cost in the deck is quite high so far.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. This will be interesting, I guess. Is it the graveyard deck again? I would bet. Yeah. Oh, that probably not the
That,
best placement.
yeah, right in the middle of the graveyard.
Yeah, that's normally not where you want to place the executioner. You want to place it a bit further back and hope it doesn't get distracted by a lone skeleton. How the executioner performs against a graveyard is so RNG dependent. Sometimes it just crushes it, and sometimes it doesn't stop it at all. It feels like. Yeah, the P.E.K.K.A is pretty good against the Ram though. Let's see if we
That
can.
is a very expensive deck.
Yeah, the average cost there. Wow, that tower is gone. Yep.
Late fireball.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Just a panic.
He not only lost the tower, it also cost him 4 extra elixir. That went perfectly. Yeah, that was nice and controlled. He hasn't even used the spell if you don't count graveyard.
No.
There's the poison.
Oh,
Just
there's one.
just for effect, but yeah. He didn't need it to take a tower. He's gonna take this
He
one
did.
too. Yeah, that was a solid victory. Um, yeah, I guess that hog deck is somewhat good against other hog decks with both tornado and bowler, but mm, bowler and executioner,
Yeah, that's not
it's
really.
kind of greedy. Let's
Just a bit.
go with Ching Chang.
Alright.
He is just about started. Oh, and it's a balloon deck. Ah, he does what I tend to do and missed the arrows. But yeah, that worked out anyway. Wow.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, took some damage in return, but still got ahead. So, a balloon versus the miner. Yeah, balloon tends to take me by surprise at times, and then it can really do work. If you haven't saved, especially since the same cards in this balloon version is very close to minor poison. It's easy to misread
Yeah.
and get punished for it. And that's gonna be a tower. Oh, it's gonna hurt that too. That's great value.
That was great value. The tower and half the pump.
Yeah, ended up even in elixir, more or less. Plus it took a tower. So it's a little behind due to the pump, but you know, let's see how we can deal with the 3M miner here. There's the P.E.K.K.A. Ah, it got away from him. That's gonna hurt.
It felt like it was just sitting there for a long time.
The P.E.K.K.A. running away after a ram is not something you want to see. And that balloon should be able to be stopped. Yes. It's gonna do some damage to the 3M though. He opts to go all in on that side instead of splitting the damage. Let's see if that pays off. It's gonna have to... Oh, that's not gonna be
Oh,
enough.
see
And
what he pulls
you
out
don't
there.
have any reach as a 3M, so you just lose from here. He actually did more damage than Xing Chang did to the Princess Towers in total, but splitting the damage is not good.
No, not at all.
Okie dokie, let's see who we have. Martino.
Alright.
And here we see what's the last card in Martino's deck you feel? Is it
I don't even read this deck. I don't know.
is it a
Maybe a
Mega
hog?
Knight? I thought it would use a Mega Knight there, so. Yeah, it feels like it lacks the win condition so far. So it'd be
Or
interesting to see what he plays.
maybe a Mega Knight.
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't
also
know.
Mega Knight, but wouldn't he have already played the Mega Knight now?
Yeah, because I'm sure he would have gotten value at some point.
Yeah, especially against the Graveyard. I would think the Mega Knight does well against Graveyard.
No damage. Wow.
Yeah, so I don't have any. He stopped the
Ooh.
non-damage in anyway, and that tower is gone. Whenever I saw he also had a poison. Then I don't see him winning a lot with that.
I don't really understand the win condition
The
with
win
that though.
condition is to poison the swarmy stuff in front of the bandit and the P.E.K.K.A. That's the win condition, which seems highly unreliable. Went into Andrew versus Mike.
All that green kind of hurt my eyes for a second when I joined up.
Yeah. So that looks like a golem versus a bait. Let's. And he hasn't been able to rocket the pumps.
I don't really understand that.
Yeah, well,
Should
if your rocket is the last card and the pump is the first card, then you might be behind
yeah.
for the rest of the game. It just ends up like that sometimes. I mean, some decks can somewhat cycle to it, I guess, but especially if
There's that
you're a
market.
clunky deck, yeah. If you don't have your response to the pump, it might just be a lost game. If you're an expensive beatdown. So he caught up a little bit. He's a tiny bit behind in elixir, but I think it's somewhat negligible. We'll see how he deals with the golem. He should have his Inferno Tower. And I guess that the golem deck is sporting lightning as the last card. Oh wow, that's offensive.
Yeah, that's
He
very aggressive.
he didn't. Yeah, I don't know why he would put it over there. I mean, he didn't put it outside of lightning tower range. That was one tile too close. Um, so I don't know the purpose of the forward tower there. That baffles me, and it also kills him. Not that it would have been super easy to defend even with putting it closer to the tower, but
With his lightning, I think he still could have taken it.
yeah, I think so too. But yeah, that probably wasn't the best alternative anyway. Wow, barely took any
Yeah.
damage at all. The golem deck was well played. No, let's see. Who haven't we pro Topigal? Top Gal. Pro Top Gal. Yeah. They've been playing for a while, and yeah, we'll see two of the meta decks. Pekka Hog and Bait, but with the Mega Knight. Why did you decide to cut the rocket? Was it just that the deck you saw didn't have a rocket, or did you come to that conclusion yourself?
It was just the deck I saw, and it looked like a pretty fun deck since I really enjoy playing with Mega Knight,
Yeah.
and so I've been having some success with it, so I didn't change it.
What do you think of this tech of it?
I don't really, I don't really think he should have Knight and Mega Knight
Yeah,
with this deck, because you
yeah,
really need like one
that
classified tank.
that kind of ruins the bait theme of it. Although you're running, uh, what's the card you're running? You replace the rocket with, um,
Just with, I didn't replace it with anything. I just straight up don't have it.
yeah, but what do you have instead in that slot?
Like Zap, I think.
No, Sap you have instead of Log, right? They're
Uh,
kind of the same spot.
GG.
Because you have Inferno Dragon instead of Inferno Tower, and you have a Sap instead of Log.
All right, I'll go check.
And if you don't have a Knight, you have something else in that spot too.
Uh, I just have like bats or something.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I jumped into Medic. It looks fairly controlled. We see a variation of the Hog Executioner, but with a Bandit. And Medic is playing classic bait.
That's what he played yesterday as well.
Yes. And that's a tower. Yeah, that's not gonna do much. Let's see if we can do some damage here, but the log kind of stops that. Takes 2 hits. Don't think that's gonna be enough.
Oh, with the hog deck, I'm gonna think.
No, he would have to take a tower on this push now. Let's see if he can make it. Doesn't have anything to cancel that with, so that's just gonna be a fireball damage, and that's gonna be that. Yep, we keep seeing bait having success, so I guess there's a reason people play it.
Still strong, I'm glad to see.
Yeah. Do they have to play it that often though? Is it bait every other game now? Let's go with Bad Boy Shiv. Just started versus Mike. I don't remember what Mike played. I know we've seen him one game before.
Neither do I.
Apparently he's playing
Lava
Lava
Loon makes
Loons,
Lava Loon, maybe?
so he probably switched the deck then because I don't remember Lava Loon.
No, that's the first Lava Loon.
Yeah. Yeah, I said we were gonna see a
Just
stray
a
Lava
straight
Loon,
up Lava Loon or
but
two.
all of a sudden we see two stray Lava Loons,
Two
so
together.
yeah. First we don't have any, and now we have two. And he's running the Inferno Dragon version, which is usually the type that has an edge, even in a mirror match here. But Mike actually came out ahead of that exchange, even with the Inferno Dragon.
I'm happy to get a break from log bait and minor poison
Yes,
plants.
it's nice to see some heavy decks as well. Yeah, he handled that exchange quite well. And
Hardly any damage on his tower too. That was well played.
yeah, especially since normally the Inferno version has an edge over the Mega Knight version in a mirror. So yeah, we'll see if he can make it up, or if he'll still be handled. Oh, that's gonna be too far away. He's gonna lose. Yep. I don't think he's used to the deck or something, because he's somewhat not placing the Inferno Dragon at the right spot, it feels like. But that looks
That's
like a
that
scary push. Oh, and he whiffed the fireball more or less. He's gonna lose to
race to a
that.
third crown.
Is he actually gonna lose here? Wow.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming. Well played, bad boy. Yeah, that looked dire, but he pulled it out, and he keeps his first place. Uh, let's see if we have someone else. 20th, Kratos. Kratos.
All right.
We've just about just started, and that looks like the traditional Hog Executioner versus. Is that gonna be a 3M deck, or what do you think? Has some interesting cards in
It
it.
kind of looks like it from the cards he's shown.
Yeah,
Not
Bandit Goblin
not the
Gang
most logical
variant.
piece.
So, yep, and there's the
Yeah.
3M. Uh, the Hog deck hasn't been able to use lightning so far, so I guess he has it on hand. Yep. And we'll see if we can stop this. And there's the Pekka, so he's oh, so it isn't the traditional version. He's added the Pekka instead of a knight. So it's a little bit of a pricey version. Yeah, handles that. Shouldn't take much damage there. It's kind of close in damage. Let's see
Only
if
two
he
damage.
opts to use lightning, or if he nope, he's just gonna attack. Getting three hits. Oh, two. But now the game starts for the 3Ms.
And he still has a full pump too. That's trouble.
Yes. Oh wow. He opted not to lightning due to the golem. And that's gonna yeah, he I
That's
don't
enough
know
damage.
how many elixirs he floated there, but it was a few.
Yeah, I think it
And
was around
lost
2 or 3.
yeah, and he can't afford that. Uh, so that's game. Even if he takes a tower here, which it doesn't, I can't see him defending from this point on. And he doesn't. That looks like it could be a 3 crown. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Seems like a pretty good race for first. They're pretty close in trophies.
yeah, they are. Well, not that close, but if they actually play each other, one game will be deciding, that's for sure. Yeah, we should start focusing on the top 10, I think. Um,
Right.
we haven't seen number 10 so
Axelon.
far, so let's go with that. He's from Omega.
Kratos again.
Yes, that's just how it how it turns out. And there we see another 3M, I guess. It's gonna take some tower damage here.
Wow, that's really good for just 3 cards playing.
Yeah, especially a deck that should have a disadvantage early on and should be have an advantage late. Being ahead, wow, and the Ice Golem intercepts that perfectly. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a tower. Yes, indeed. Yeah, well played. It feels like Kratos is a bit outmatched, to be honest.
I don't think he has really a zapper arrow for the minion horde
No,
on
you
executioner.
have to play the executioner really carefully. Playing it offensively like he did is not gonna work. It's gonna get you killed, and that's exactly what happened. Got some damage in, but with 2 pumps up,
And fixing go to 2 times elixir.
mm, yeah, eh, I don't see this turning.
It'll be tough.
Yeah, more than tough. It's gonna be more or less impossible. Yeah, that's almost gonna be a tower again. Hmm. Oh, now he's floating a little bit.
He floated a decent amount, actually.
Yeah, but just to set that up. Yeah. Yeah, I think Kratos just give us up here. Or he should, anyway. Oh,
Still kicking.
yeah, well, he lightning the a ram is just probably not what you want to do. That's a negative trade of 2. So that's unfortunate. Wow, Bad Boy lost to Simple, it looks like. Since, well, we let's watch whomever queues first in the top 4.
Alright.
One of them will blink eventually. It's too early to not play, so.
So what's Simple playing? Three Musketeer?
Yeah, it looks like.
Simple Cube.
Oh, let's go with Simple then. Yeah, could very well be the Three Muskets deck we saw previously.
Versus Golem.
Yeah. These days, when you see a Night Witch, you just think Golem. And it used to be when you saw a Night Witch, it could be anything. Because, no, it's not a Golem. It's actually the Graveyard Cycle with Night Witch. Haven't seen that one in a while. Wow, and the bats are doing work.
Big tower lead.
Yep. The Graveyard deck does not want it to be a 1-1 situation. So he needs to win with the 1-0 here, I think. The Graveyard Cycle tend to dislike to play against Three Muskies, so we'll see how this goes. A good solid lead though. And they didn't split them, so prepare for poison, I guess.
Yeah.
No? What's happening?
I don't think yet.
He's Pekkaing instead, of course. Yeah, that
You might
was...
have not had it in cycle.
Yeah, I might not have had it in cycle, but it's also a good use for the Pekka. Oh, is he gonna get the swing? Oh, yes. That's really good for him. He's gonna be behind in elixir for the rest of the game now, but he still opts not to split. Oh, I don't know about that poison. That could have been placed way higher up and actually killed them together with the
And you didn't have to waste your log.
Yeah, well, you could have used the log and the poison to flat out kill them, but he used both and didn't kill them, and
Still got a
that's
couple hits off.
yeah. I think that just lost him the game.
It's looking really good for the Three Musketeers.
Yes, they should have an edge in the matchup, but it had such a lead that I thought it might actually happen, but he mishandled that split push. The
Did
poison,
Mad King not have a heavy spell?
he had the poison, and that's as heavy as you go there. I mean, in the graveyard decks, usually you only carry a poison, not a log. So that is what you normally expect.
Do you still want to go in top 10?
Yeah, let's keep top 10. Is there anyone queuing? Nope.
Not that I see.
We'll wait
No.
then. Walker, is he
I,
queuing for real?
yeah.
Yeah, versus Tomas. He is actually an underworlder, but that's his mini. He's playing in tournaments for some reason. I don't know why. Would did you want to play your main in tournaments? I mean,
Me?
the extra rewards is extra rewards.
Maybe he just needs to get his cards up. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think I've ever participated in a tournament with my minis. I just go main then. Not that I ever play tournaments these days, I just cast them for some reason.
I enjoy casting more than playing personally.
Yeah, well, since I already play 3 accounts, I get enough playtime as it is without adding tournaments, I guess. And let's see here if we can deal with this. Yeah, that's quite some damage.
The bats took out half that minion horde. That was pretty
Yeah,
nice.
together with the Ice Spirit, yeah. Yeah, I like Tomas's deck. It's something I would have fun playing with. I used to play Hog Princess on ladder. A lot of fun. It was my first level 3 legendary, actually. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
What was your first legendary card?
Ice Wizard, Princess, and Ice Wizard. That's the first 3 I had.
I remember mine was Sparky, and I was so happy.
Sparky? No!
Not not knowing how bad it was at the time.
Yes. No, I wanted the princess and the log because I was already set for Hog Princess. And log was my 5th. I don't remember the 4th actually. It might have
My
been
second was
it
Lava
might have been
Hound, so I
Sparky.
ran Lavaloon for a bit.
Oh yeah. I do remember my first epic, which was Prince. Cause
Prince is pretty good down
yeah, well, all the epics are pretty good down there. So you just go with the one you got at first. So yeah, and then I switched it out. And when I hit ice, I think, so I could get my ice golem and ice spirit.
Did you start playing this game right when it got released?
No, I've been playing less than a year.
I just started late March myself.
I started October last year.
So almost a year.
Yeah, it's getting there. And I still haven't hit 5k. So Hopefully I'll do that this season. I should be able to do that this season. We'll see. I was
I'm still
lazy.
waiting to hit 4K.
Yeah, all my accounts are 4K.
That
All
was my goal this summer to hit 4K, and I hit 3.7, or not 4K, just legendary.
yeah, and you
I
haven't.
hit
Uh,
3.7.
yeah, I guess that my latest mini, the Expo deck, has played way shorter than you have, but it's actually at 4K. So yay! But I'm kind of stuck there for now. Let's see who we got. Now everyone is queuing on my list, so I have no idea.
For mine, no one's really queuing on top 10.
Yeah, I went into I got nerfed. They're halfway. Versus Mad King. How
Um,
many times have we seen Mad King now? Four? Three?
it's been more, I think 3 or 4.
Yeah, three or four. At least three. Oh, he mistimed Ice Golem. Yeah, it's always someone who we end up seeing like 5 or 6 times. It feels like because just random.
Are you
I,
gonna play Brawl Stars when it gets released global?
I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet even. Is it any
Really?
good? I mean,
Since I'm
I know a lot of people with iPhones have just gotten a Canadian account or something, and it's actually already playing it.
I'm on Android, so
Yeah, I think it only
I'll have to
works for
wait like
iPhone.
everyone else.
Yeah, yeah, I'm on Android too. I'm sitting here with my trusty Android emulator. That's a bait Pekka. It's mixing it up a bit. I got
I haven't
nerfed.
seen that before.
Nope.
Dark Goblin and Princess as well. Usually it's one or the other.
No, well, uh, 2 metas ago, you saw this quite a bit. But
Just
yeah, you haven't seen it though for a while though.
just in the bridge spam metas when I started taking Clash Royale seriously.
Yeah.
So that's probably more when I was just casual player.
So this variant has seen play, although the Pekka is a new one. The Tornado has been used a little bit, but not extensively in the bait decks. But that that specific one, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So it's pretty dead in the top 10. Let's see if someone queues. Let's
Someone
focus on the
should.
top
None of them
5.
are battling.
Yeah, I mean it's close in the top now, Simple and I got nerfed, so I got nerfed versus Medic or Benke,
That
I
should be
don't
a
know.
good one.
Yeah, let's see which deck I got nerfed is playing, and let's see if it's gonna be bait mirror. It's gonna be bait mirror, but it might be different versions. So it's gonna
Rated
be
versus rated.
a meta one versus uh, a more teched out one. Yeah, that worked out quite well. Ah, that's where you don't want to juke when you don't know if he has log even. He might not even have log on hand there, right? He hasn't played 4 cards yet, so he juked right away and got punished for it. Mm.
When he tornadoed that Goblin Barrel, couldn't he have tornadoed it right to the King Tower?
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. I think he misplaced the tornado, to be honest, because that was a really, really weird position. And he knows the importance of princesses, so he actually opted to save his own princess with a tornado to get that chip in. In this matchup, particularly, the princess, the importance of the princess is immense. I always liked the this version, or the Dart Goblin and the princess version together. I've always liked that. Just don't see it anymore. So yeah, he's opting to take some damage there. The P.E.K.K.A version
Hmm.
here, this should be bad. Well, it shouldn't be bad, but it should be the version of you want the cheaper cycle, and the knight fills the same purpose as the P.E.K.K.A,
But
but
for
lot
so
less
much
cost.
cheaper.
Yeah, it's easier to use. Uh, so, although I guess the ice golem should
Jeez,
fill the knight
Cuban.
purpose of taking the attention of the princess, but so far it hasn't worked out that way. No, it does.
I guess he filmed instead of Inferno Pekka, but
Yeah, what's really hurting him is the lack of log, since he's running a tornado instead. So a mirror is probably one of the things you definitely don't want to see. And he keeps tornadoing down there, which I don't get because he should just activate the king tower at least once.
that would have helped him.
Yeah, I would. Would have mitigated a few hundred in damage, I would think. If he actually had tornadoed to the tower, to the king tower, the first barrel, which he did tornado, but not to the king tower. I think that would have been quite a bit of damage over time.
Let's see if we can fit in one more match before the tournament ends.
Oh, we should. Gonna see one of the top five queuing. I mean, Medic and Simple can't stop right now, right?
Bad Boy Chev even.
Yeah, you can jump into Bad Boy Shiv and tell me how long it's left on that, and I'll keep watch.
It says 2 minutes.
Well, let's go with that then. Although that this looks over already. No, perhaps not. He's not gonna be able to stop the P.E.K.K.A, is he? No, but
No.
the damage on the other side was quite extensive. Probably not a good trade. Uh,
Not at all.
since the graveyard deck is actually worse at one tower lost due to the king tower firing, and
Man,
the lava loon doesn't really care.
I just realized Mad King in another match.
Yes, we got Mad King in another match. I think this might be the fifth time, or yeah,
Should be game.
he's not been having a lot of luck in our in on the stream either. It's mostly been losses. Simple is playing. Let's go with that. So this is gonna,
Simple versus Madi. This will determine.
yep, because I think right now Bad Boy Shiv is on top, but whomever wins this is gonna take the lead. Unless Bad Boy Shiv gets a high rated opponent as well, but it's very likely that this will decide. And Medic is playing straight bait as it has been the last few days, it feels like.
Yeah.
And Simple has his 3M Bandit. So I think that bait does pretty well here. Would you say so? Since you're a bait player?
I think it'd have the advantage against the 3M
Yeah, kind of what I
with
feel
the
as well.
rocket.
But I guess you can still lose it even if you have the advantage, especially if you let the bandit through. Now he opts to take quite a bit of damage on one side, and he has to deal with this. Yeah, does that with ease with the knight, and he takes some additional ship damage. He's actually behind at the 2-time elixir mark on both towers. That's probably not something you do want to see as a bait deck, right?
No, you
But
don't.
did quite a bit of damage there. Let's see how we can deal with the minion horde here. Might take some damage here. Oh, he is. Yeah, now he's behind again. Pump dies. Yeah, I'm guessing that this will be the deciding push regarding who wins the game. If he actually does a fair amount here, he should be able to take it. If he does nothing, it would be really bad for him. And this looks like it might be hard for the bait deck.
That should be game.
Because it looks like it's gonna take 2 towers at the same time
Oh,
almost. Oh,
wow.
wow. Yeah, and he doesn't have the spells. So it's all about intercepting. Yeah, he overcommitted on that side now. And that should be it, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So simple with the 3M. Should take the tournament, I think. Unless.
Bad Boy Chev's in a battle. Let's watch that.
Oh, he won. So Bad Boy Shiv might have overtaken Simple now. He did!
Yep,
Three
by three.
points! He got the high rated opponent he wanted. Wow. That's the Mad King. We might as well finish with the Mad King game, right? Number 7 or something.
I think we've already seen this matchup.
Yeah, I think so too. And last game, Kratos lost, right?
Yeah, I was thinking Mad King won last match.
Yeah. Mad King keeps changing things up though. But we'll see. Is he taking a hit? Oh yeah, he is.
Mad King with the closer.
Yeah, that was the minimal health left on the tower. So Bad Boy at first, Simple second, and Medic or Medke or however you pronounce it. 3 third. I got nerfed, and then we have LP Fuller from Belly. So that's 3 rated and an Undertaker top and Belly at 5th. So yeah, that's it from us today. We'll be back on Saturday with the weekly, and then it's on sub 4K on Wednesday for the European and Asian time zones this time. So hope to see you then, and keep clashing.